Hey guys, and welcome to the first official video of Hey Momday. I'm really excited for this, and you guys gave me so much awesome feedback from the last video. I'm so touched and so thankful to all of you. I was getting emails and comments, which by the way, I will respond to. I've promised myself that I will respond to all my emails that I got. This week I was just so crazy and busy with the holidays, and speaking of the holidays, I hope you guys had an amazing love-filled time with all your families, regardless of what you celebrate. For us, it was really crazy and really busy. I got a lot of awesome ideas and a lot of positive, really great feedback and conversations happening about what people wanted to see in these videos or what they wanted me to talk about or discuss, and I actually had a really hard time choosing what to talk about for this first video. But I figured since it's the beginning of January, I would start with resolutions because everybody is making them or everybody's hating them. Whichever you choose, I figured it was kind of something fun to chat about here first. I don't really love the term resolutions. I kind of think of them as goals or aspirations because I feel like a resolution is kind of like a quick fix, or they tend to be quick fixes. People are like, oh, I want to lose 10 pounds, or I want to stop eating so much chocolate, and although those are really great ones, I feel like some of them, it's really easy to fall off the wagon and just forget about it really soon. So I more think along the lines of, this is a new year and I really just want to grow myself and better myself this year, and so I try and think of ways that I can better myself and stick to it in the long term. So although I don't have necessarily resolutions for this year, I do have a goal or an aspiration, and that's just to be more intentional. By that I mean more intentional with everything, like with my life and with my kids and my husband, because I feel like it's broad, but it's something that I can work on bit by bit every day. Every hour of every day I can work on being more intentional in every moment of my life. And I feel like if I'm more intentional, all my minor goals and things that I would want, say like waking up before the kids or exercising more or giving myself more me time or playing more with the kids or doing more date nights with Cody, things like that, I feel like if I'm more intentional, all those things will just fall into place and the pieces will fall where they may nicely. I think it's really easy to get carried away with resolutions and just want to go, go, go and get it all and, do everything you can and write down your list of 45 things you want to do in this year, because it's like, wow, I have a year. But then we sometimes forget that these years go so quick, and a year can go by in the blink of an eye, and all of a sudden it's summer, and then all of a sudden it's the next winter, and pretty soon we're writing a whole new list. So I think it's really important to kind of stay more realistic with our resolutions and expectations. But that's why I kind of choose a point to which everything else can trickle under. But being intentional is really important to me because as a mom and as a wife, I feel like it's really easy to just fall into the everyday motions of life and just do what I have to do and just kind of turn on autopilot and not really live life, and that sucks. So I just really want to work on being present and being in the moment and just enjoying this, because life is busy and being a mother is extremely busy, and all of the different million things we load onto our plates. I mean, we've got working moms, stay-at-home moms, there's so many different situations that we all have, and it's so easy to just kind of get lost in it all or turn ourselves on autopilot. So I just feel like being intentional is something I really want to focus on this year, and I feel like it will really help me just balance everything and just create a really positive thing for 2015 and for my life. So again, thank you so much for your feedback, you guys. I got some really great ideas. Like I had already said, I really am excited to talk about all of these things, and I'm still trying to figure out exactly how I don't want to just talk at you the whole time, but at the same time, I only want to talk about what I know, because I don't want to be telling you things that I don't necessarily know about. There was one part of a comment that I wanted to talk with you about now, and I'm just going to read that part to you right now. Alright, so she says, In your vlogs, you show us all of the wonderful moments in your daily life, but then you talk about your struggles. I know you can't film the daily struggles or meltdowns, but I'd like to hear about them. From your vlogs, your life seems perfect, but as you said, there are the mom struggles, and I'd like to hear how you deal. You're such a warm, loving, patient person, and I think you could really help other moms by telling us how you cope with the hard times. And first of all, I just want to say thank you. That was an amazing comment. It goes on, and there was more before it, and that's so sweet of you. Thank you so much. And this is a big thing. This is something I really want to talk about, and I really want to get out of the way. My life is not perfect. I might post pretty pictures on Instagram or pictures of happy things happening, and in our daily vlogs you guys see kind of our highlight reel. You guys see what we want you to see. We can edit out the tantrums or anybody screaming or, you know, pants falling down, but I just want to put it out in the open right now that these things do happen. Believe me, my life is just as momish, and it's beautiful, but it's just as messy as yours. I definitely will also be talking about the things that I do to deal with some of these messy things, because I totally, like I said, I struggle too, and I do want to talk about these struggles, and that's kind of why I made these videos, was because I was finding that there wasn't really anywhere for me to talk about the specific struggles that I was having currently in my motherhood journey, and that's where I came up with this idea that maybe other moms were feeling that way too, and here we are. There are days and moments where I just sit down and I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Or how is this happening right now? Or I just cry because sometimes it's hard. And like, especially raising your own children is insane because they carry so many traits of you. And if anybody has a child like yourself, like Mackenzie is so much like me, and it's so challenging because I have to break down all the ego and deal with all of these things that I never had to deal with before. I have to like look inside myself and correct things that I never had to necessarily correct before. I have to, you know, be more patient and maybe be like, oh man, like the way I did that was kind of selfish. Now I have to make sure I'm watching myself all the time so that I can teach my kid to be the best person they can be, and in doing so I have to try very hard to make sure that I am being the best person I can be, and continue practicing every day. And that is not easy because you really have to break yourself down. You have to completely be like, dude, oh wow, I did not realize, that was my dryer, that, you know, I talked like that, or that I did that one thing that doesn't look so nice, and now I have to apologize and explain that I'm human, and it's just a hard job. There are some things I do to keep myself positive and upbeat though, and the way you see things on social media and through the vlogs, I am a genuinely happy, upbeat person almost all of the time. I have my moments and life is still hard, but I try and keep it upbeat. And I do this by exercising regularly. This is a must for me. The difference between me not exercising and me exercising is crazy. I am way grumpier, I snap easier, and I'm just like way bogged down if I don't exercise. But waking up before the kids and getting in a workout and having a tea in silence or something really makes a huge impact on my day. I hate getting out of bed in the morning at like 6 o'clock or 5:30 because my kids wake up really early. But it's so worth it, and I feel like my day is a million times more productive, so that keeps me a lot happier. Having a general positive outlook on life and just the situations I'm faced with, just trying to constantly see the positive side of it really helps. Having a lot of empathy towards my kids and other people really also helps make things a lot less hard. And of course humor. I would not be able to stay happy and calm without humor, because if you can't laugh at yourself or the situation, then I don't know how I would do it, because sometimes you either laugh, and if you don't laugh, you're gonna cry. And so I just choose laughter because it releases it the same. And then of course, it's really important to make sure you're keeping up with your self-love, and that's really hard as a mom, self-love and self-care, but just acknowledging that you are doing the best you can, and tomorrow is a new day, and you know what? This is what you did today, and you may not be super proud of it, or you may be really proud of it, but if you're not super proud of it, then you can always just apologize and stay humble and know that tomorrow's a new day. Everybody makes mistakes. I'm only human. We can just start over. Those things really, really help me, and I am so far from perfect, but I just want to share this with you because maybe it can help you. But yeah, I'll be sharing more about me and my, like, I'll get down into the struggles and specific things I'm dealing with and what I'm having a hard time with, and I will, like, get less general and break down into it. It's just I wanted to kind of start a little more broad so that we could break down, since this is the first video. So I want you guys to tell me, like, what you think, what do you want to see in these videos, what do you like, what speaks to you more. Personally, I like when you guys comment and I can read them and we can discuss them like that, because I feel like then there's a little more involvement. But if you guys see something or somebody comment on something and you have some advice, or you've been there or something and you want to chime in and help that mama out, that is fantastic. And please, please do that, because that means that we're all starting to come together, because it's all about support. We can come from a million different walks of life, but we're all mothers at the end of the day. We all love our babies and children, no matter how big our babies are. And we just all need to put it aside and just support each other, because we're all we've got. So thank you for watching this first video, and we will see you guys next week. I hope you guys have a great week, and if you haven't made some New Year's goals or aspirations, let me know if you're going to, or if you have, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye!
Bloopers are so much work to put together.
Hey guys, and welcome to the first official video of Hey Mon. Although to discuss everything that there's things makes sense. I don't know how good that was, but I did it.
Good, good. That seemed work.
That's as good as it is getting. It is 11 o'clock at night.